What's going on? It's Frank back with another Frank Look At. And this is a Frank Look At I'm actually annoyed that I'm making because I feel pissed off, pissed off and annoyed with myself that I'm making this video. And that's kind of because um, I have some serious FOMO going on, the fear of missing out right now. And I think it's just because it's the soccer lens of everything and how much I enjoy the game. I think this FOMO comes from I'm stuck on the west coast of the United States, and it's so hard to get anywhere like outside the United States, other than like Mexico, Central and South America from the west coast of the United States. Um, Part of me misses. I don't know if you know this, but in September of 21 to June of 2022, for a year, almost a year, pretty much, I actually taught in Valencia, Spain, teaching English, and that was before I even got a credential. That was before I even worked in any classrooms as an aide or did anything where I'm actually working in education. I've done after school programs. I did after school programs during COVID, but it's just different. It's just like when I lived in Valencia, Spain, I feel like I was close to so many things in the world. And here in the United States, I mean, if I was on the East Coast, it'd probably feel a bit different. But here in the San Francisco Bay Area, I feel so far away from everything. And I think it didn't help that like there is no good world like stuff that happened in the World Cup around here. And I do miss teaching children who aren't born and raised in the United States. I mean, I do that right now. Not all my students are born and raised in the United States. But it feels different when you are the foreigner. And it feels so cool to get that experience, that life experience. I think it made me a better person. It made me more wise of a person. And more open to the world and the people that live in the world than what I am right now. I miss it. I really do. I miss being I just miss that world experience. I miss that world experience. And I think that comes down to me miss teaching. I miss teaching. I miss teaching abroad. Teaching in the United States is amazing. I love teaching in the United States, but I feel like I don't know. There's so much more to life than being in the San Francisco Bay Area where I've lived all my life, except for when I was in college, which I was up in Sonoma, so I wasn't even that far away. And then that 1 year, I lived abroad, teaching English. I think what I'm trying to say is the two. I missed teaching abroad, and I would love to have an opportunity now again to actually like. Oh, I just farted. I miss teaching that opportunity again. I would love to have the opportunity again, but not as like the teacher assistant, like the auxiliar de inglés, but like an actual teacher at an international school, which I guess would probably be kids that could be even from America. But and I think that leads to me just like the FOMO. I like the fear of missing out on everything in the world that's outside of my bubble. Like I miss stuff that happened in the United States. And the thing is, like, I moved somewhere else in the United States. Is like I get paid very well and treated very well here in my part of the United States. I miss the world. I do miss the world. I haven't left the United States since I came back. Well, I went to Mexico in 2024, but that was just the Cabo. I haven't really traveled since I lived in Spain. And that was in 2022 would be the last time I actually like felt like I traveled. And I didn't do it this summer, but I want to do it again. Maybe I just need to get the travel itch away. When would I do that? I don't know. I just want to get away from everything every once in a while. And I like breaking stereotypes other people have of Americans. I do think I like to do that. I have someone who I still talk to on Instagram sometimes. A girl, not a girl I'm romantically interested in, but just a girl that I was cool with in Valencia. That she's also a teacher, but like a primary school teacher, like the really young kids though in primary school at an international school. She is Valencian. She's Spanish. That I talk to every once in a while, and it's just cool to have like someone I do communicate with that lives that is Spanish, that lives in the city that I love. Like it may be Valencia, may be my favorite city. Um, and obviously, I'm here. I'm here. I've committed for another school year here, but after that, we'll see. Well, maybe like this. Maybe this is FOMO, and it's gonna pass. But I do miss it. But this has been a Frank Look At, and I'll see you next time. Peace.